Don't mind my chair. Hey Cakenistas, it's Marisha. Hi, you gonna go lay down? Hi. I'm scared. I'm gonna put you back down. Yeah, fur was fluffy, so I felt like it was a defense mechanism. There's certain things about cats. You gotta just read that body language or else you will get whoosh, 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 whoosh. Let me just see how far away my Uber Eats. They're on the way. Okay. I had a taste for steak. I never have a taste for steak, but I got steak. I have my tea, some snackage. Don't forget to subscribe while you're here. Comment down below and like this video for more cake tales. There's something I'm missing. Press the notification bell. It's time for a cake tale. So I'm gonna be trying these Quest chips in the flavor of spicy sweet chili for the first time. And then I have Lily's salted caramel, which I haven't had in a while actually. I made one a little sweet bite while I'm salty, you know, sweet, salty, sweet, salty. And then my tea, my chai tea, my favorite tea, with a splash of heavy cream in my YouTube mug. I never shared this. I'm a part of United States of YouTube. It's basically a few YouTubers from every state throughout the United States, and they feature them. And I'm a part of it for Pennsylvania. Oh man, I haven't had hot tea in a minute. Today, I am going to be telling the story of when the defense team called me, or emailed me rather. I was actually doing pretty well. I was getting a lot of cake orders. My mom was getting me mad cake orders from her job. And within the first 5 years of me baking, within the first 4 actually. And I had already started my blog. So with doing my blog, which I seriously have to update, it makes no sense, but I would make blog posts often about every event that I did, take pictures and upload them on there. And I was definitely promoting my email address on event websites, and wherever I would see a vendor event, I would also promote myself to promote my services. This specific email address would get a lot of spam, not a lot of spam, but I would get spam email. I just said not a lot, but kind of a lot. Enough to where I'm like, and it would always say something like, we need you to cater for this amount of people, or are you available to do this crazy order? I could respond to them, and I would realize that they wanted to do something financial before we even made the cake order. So what I started doing to troll them, I would make them give me a cake order, stuff that they did not want to have to focus on, because you know how scammers operate. Like, they just want to get the scam over with. I would really start asking those scammers, do you know what flavor you like? Oh, I don't really care. It doesn't really matter. You pick. I'll just send you my card number. Please. I have strawberry shortcake,
vanilla, honeysuckle red velvet.
I just want whatever you have. We'll do vanilla.
Would you like delivery or pickup? Oh, it's a party. Is it for a child? Well, then how about we do confetti colors? What do you think about that?
How do you feel about Russian buttercream? How do you feel about Italian meringue buttercream?
How do you feel about a filling? Are you interested in toppers, cupcake wrappers? What color frosting?
How many you got? I'm sorry. I would just literally keep it going until I would annoy them and they would be like, we're done with her. She's too serious. It's not even that deep. When I received this specific email, it was from a guy, and naturally, guys don't really order the cake as often as the women do. So when I saw this email, I was like, it's another one. Now I have to see what my Uber Eats guy is, because they always call me and say, oh, we're lost. Oh, that was him. I just saw him pass. Maybe I should go track him down. Ooh. I did not think I was gonna like these. I'm going to call this guy Peter. I think his name actually might have been Peter, but I cannot remember. So I get this email from Peter, and it's saying, hi Marisha, I saw your blog and I'm interested in ordering 400 cupcakes for Lockheed Martin. All I have for the budget is $600. Are you interested? I never knew what Lockheed Martin was until then. I'm like, boy, these scammers sure are getting innovative. He done put in a whole company. He gave me a budget and everything. I was selling my cupcakes between $2 and $2.50. That should have been at least an $800 order. But I was like, $600 right now, right here, cash money? You got cash money right here, right now? I showed my mom and I was like, does this look real to you? I haven't seen a scam quite like this one. She was like, no, this is a real company. Like this, yeah, they work for the government. And I'm like, her? Let me converse with him a little bit. I said, of course I would be interested. How did you find me? Just wondering. And what are the cupcakes for? Oh, the Uber Eats guy's outside. And he said, well, actually I found your blog and I was looking through some of your pictures and everything looks pretty good. And I would just love a variety. He asked me to also make some cupcakes with their logo on there, like a launch party for this satellite, something or other. He was like, I would just really love to get some cupcakes from you, whatever flavors, it doesn't matter. And that whole whatever flavors thing, it doesn't matter, that also sounds kind of fishy, but he may be serious. I don't know. So I said, okay. And this is how you shut all of that down. I require 50% down payment. And if you can do that, I agree. He was like, that's no problem at all. He PayPal'd me. The event date is this date. The location is this. He came with everything. Wait, is this real? Like, I wasn't mentally ready. I wasn't mentally prepared. I said yes so that he could be like, send me your credit card number. You know what I mean? Because that's what they do. When he sent that PayPal through, I was like, oh, snap. I just received your PayPal. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. I'm like, wait, is this really happening? Did the Lockheed Martin just call me for a cake order? He found me on Craigslist, y'all. Craigslist is really, it can be the business. That's how he found my blog. I think I just got an order for 400 cupcakes and some cheesecakes for this date, which it was 3 to 4 weeks out. Okay, this is happening right now. This is my largest order. It was either like 150 or 200. That's the most cupcakes that I had done. So to have that double, I said refrigeration where? What refrigeration? What space? Table space? Whose? So I called my grandmother, her and my aunt. They live in a house. It's a little bit more spacious than my place. And they had a big dining room table. Hey, Mom. The defense team for the US of A just called me and they want 400 cupcakes. Can I please bum rush your kitchen and take over just for a few hours? And I need your table. Sure. So I said, great. I think one of the hardest things to do is to pack up all of your things and make them somewhere else. Cooking is one thing, but cakes and cake decorating, totally different. So at the time, I had all of these handy containers, like Tupperware containers that would hold 2 dozen cupcakes each. I need to go shopping for more containers. I need like, I need a lot more than that. I need mad flour, butter. And I converted my cheesecake, my cake recipe, multiply probably by 10. Okay, I would need this many dozen eggs and this much confectioner sugar. Confectioner sugar is the one thing I would always run out of. I decided that I was going to do lemon cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake, plain cheesecake, lemon cupcakes, strawberry cupcakes, my hot chocolate cupcakes. I may have had my honeysuckle. I brought everything over to my grandmother's house. She actually had 2 mixers, and then I had a Kitchenaid mixer. I started making batter. I started making frosting. It was so hectic because it was still just me doing everything. It was a lot. I was a little bit overwhelmed. I was more so tired. I don't really get overwhelmed, but I was definitely tired. I got there at 10 a.m., started baking, had to let everything cool out on the tables, started frosting, started putting them in containers and putting them off to the side while putting more batter into the oven and just rotating the whole process. I sat down and my grandmother, and she doesn't even know this, but she was like, Rish, that looks really good. Those look really, she just kept commenting, and I was so exhausted that I just want to say, please just act like I'm not here. I'm baking and 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 baking. Hours later, he gave me a budget of $600 and asked for 400 cupcakes. $1.50 per cupcake. He sent me the logo. I made little cupcake size, logos and had them printed, and that cost extra money also. So that was also something that he didn't have to pay for. Like, I pretty much paid for that. I'm not gonna be pressed if he's a few dozen cupcakes short. I mean, if somebody's gonna sit there and count all the cupcakes, then they deserve to contact me about we're short. But I think they were short at least 100 cupcakes. Yep. I'm not about to break my back doing free labor, like giving away free cupcakes just because it's a big sale. I feel like I'm done baking now. I feel like I'm done now because I made everything the day before. I said good night, y'all. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go home. I took my 300, maybe 325 to be nice, something cupcakes, and took them on home. I left half of them there at my grandmother's house so that we could just divide between refrigerators. I don't even need to bust open the chocolate. These chips are splendiferous. Why didn't I get these before? So me and my mom got on the road. We went out to some part of Pennsylvania. So excited. We were wearing our MarishasCoutureCakes t-shirts that I had made. We made sure that we looked decent. I mean, we always do, but it just meant more. Like, we're going to some secret government building. Like, that's what it felt like. This is the Secret Service. It totally wasn't, but it just felt like official, like, oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Who, me? My kid? My trunk and my back seat filled to the brim with cupcakes. The first thing was we pulled up to this checkpoint when we got there. And I was nervous. And I know they like search your car to see if you have any weapons or anything. And my mom is so silly. She is so silly sometimes. And we were both excited and happy. So her silly just turns up a notch. So she drives up to the security checkpoint. She rolls down her window. Brrr. She's like, hi, we don't have any guns, I promise. We just have cupcakes in the trunk. I was like, Mom. I think I froze, like, oh, but she was so happy and like upbeat about it, and they just smiled. Oh, you have cupcakes? And you know, they knew that there was a party going on, and they were like, go right ahead. I was like, because I had stopped breathing. She doesn't even know. I held my breath over there. I was already nervous driving up, and when she said, we don't have any guns, it's just cake, I was like, Mom. So then we drove up to the building, and it looked like, it really did, it looked like a government secret agent 90210. He pulls up and got out the car and looking really lost for a little bit. They're always watching. So he ended up meeting us outside and guided us inside to the space that they were going to be having the event. And it was a big space with huge open windows, just a blue carpet and 2 big tables. He says set them up however you would like. They already had a cupcake stand right there in the center. He said whatever you need, just let me know. I used to love to do cupcake setups, just make it look visually attractive. They didn't have decorations or anything. They just had American flags up and a television. So we brought in all those cupcakes and I set them up on the stand first, and then I made like this half C, and it took up the whole table. I'm feeling nervous and guilty and scared that they're going to sit there and count each cupcake. At least it looks full. I put the logo cupcakes kind of down the center and in the front so that they could see them, and then I just spread everything else, and I made sure that it was all symmetrical. And then he came back and he was like, oh, this looks marvelous, this looks amazing. In that room, you couldn't tell somebody that they didn't just walk into a Couture Cakes bakery. It smelled like heaven. Now, looking at the cupcakes today, I used to make cupcakes really short, not all the time. I don't know why. I just used to think it was gonna like spill over. I don't know. And then my cheesecakes too, they were kind of low. They're keep it cute cheesecakes. They're like, you're not gonna get messy because they're not too tall. You don't have to open your mouth all while. You just keep it cute while you eat it. But he loved it. He was so impressed. And then my mom pulls out her phone. She starts taking pictures and she's like, snap, snap. You know, not thinking anything of it. And I'm just sitting there like this. He saw her and he's like, oh, no, please, no, please, oh, please don't take pictures in here. Please don't. You're not allowed to take any pictures in here. Okay, if you just calm down a little bit. Just bring it down. Remember in Get Out when he took a picture of the guy and he was like this at first and then he started spazzing out? It was like a Get Out moment. No, you know, but we didn't know it wasn't allowed. I know now that in most government buildings you can't take pictures. I wanted to laugh, but then it made me nervous at the same time because he really went like, and my mom was like, oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. He was like, please just wait for me to send you pictures. I will send you official pictures. They will be professional. Don't even worry about it. Just please don't post those. Please just don't do anything with those pictures. I went home and I felt really weird about that because I don't like to leave without taking pictures. I can't always trust that someone is gonna do what they say that they're gonna do because it's kind of like an out of sight, out of mind situation. When the party's over, are you still gonna be thinking about me and my pictures? We'll see. We drive home. He had sent me the rest of the money that morning, $600 now in my PayPal account. We went to Wendy's. I got some Jaguar. I got some chili and a Frosty, and I was like, oh my goodness, we were at Lockheed Martin today. I hope he sends me those pictures. So I wanted to share it on Facebook. I wanted to tell people, but I didn't have any pictures. Oh my goodness, this was my biggest order. If this man doesn't give me these pictures, I'm gonna be blowing up his phone. Like, hi, remember me. 3 days later, and then I finally received an email. And I was scared too, because I thought he was gonna say, Marisha, you only gave me 313 cupcakes. But he said, everybody went crazy over those cupcakes. The cheesecakes were absolutely amazing. It looked beautiful. They were so impressed. I didn't see any food. I don't know if they had food or what. I don't remember anything else but cupcakes. That would be really sad if that's all they had were those cupcakes. I'm gonna assume that they had more. They went crazy, they oohed and awed, and then they finally tore those cupcakes up. And he said, here are your pictures. Thank you so much. We appreciate you so much. It was wonderful because of you. One of the best emails that I've gotten so far. And those pictures that he sent were exquisite. So professional, way better than our little rinky-dink cell phone cameras could do at the time. And to think, I only responded because I was trying to troll the scammer. Give me 600 flavors, one for each cupcake. You know, something like that. And then he's like, here's your money. And I'm like, so that was a good story. That turned out pretty well. I was exhausted for days after that. I hope that you guys enjoyed that tale. I have fun tailing it. It was a wonderful experience. The Cakenista comment of the day is going to go to Jamie Bakes. On my Taj Mahal cake tale, Jamie said, so what do you use to replicate honeysuckle flavor? And the truth is, that is a secret. It's basically a honey spice cake, but it's like amazing. Honestly, I created that cake because when I was little in elementary school, we would all go up to the flowers and we would take out the stamen and we would like lick them. I was just doing it because the other kids did it and they said it tasted good, and it did. I'm still alive, so that's always good. They were the flowers that were growing through the metal gate. So, inner city childhood. Don't forget to comment down below to be featured in the next video, or send me a picture of a cake that you have done that may be inspired by one of my cakes so that I can feature it as a Cakenista creation. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, Cakenistas. That is so creepy. You got cash money right here, right now?